Okay, people, here we go. Where do I belong? Algorithm. Alright, so find my place. Return the lowest index at which a value, the second argument, should be inserted into an array, the first argument. Once it's been sorted, the return value should be a number. Well, alright, first thing we should do is sort the array, probably. Let's see if I remember how to do that. So, array.sort, built right in. It's an array method, right? But to do numbers, you have to do a little comparing function. And if I remember the format of it's A, B, so it takes the first number and the second number. Do a little arrow function, and it's A minus B. Yeah, just look that one up. We're gonna look that one up. I just did look it up on MDN because I could never remember this. When it's strings, it just goes by the first letter. So it does it sort of alphabetically. The problem is when you have, if you had like what's an example, like 50 and 4, no, 4 and 50, something like that. It won't always, it goes by the first digit, not by the actual value, so it can get messed up. So you have to do this if you want to do it. Numbers, you do it this way. Then here's the explanation. To compare the numbers instead of strings, compare function can simply subtract B from A. The following function will sort the array in ascending order. So it compares the two numbers and returns the difference because it gets a number here, right? But here's the method that I was doing, where they do as an arrow function. It's just a lot easier. So bottom line is, you're going to look that up almost every time, probably. Array.sort. Let's do this. Well, alright, that's not very helpful. As an example, what do we do that? Alright, so you see that's working. It's sorting it, okay? So, we could say like let sorted equal. Right, okay, so that's working. So, alright, so let's back to return the lowest index at which the second argument should be inserted into the array. So we don't have to actually insert it, they just want to know the index where it should be. So they're saying, where should this 50 go? Should it be at index 0, index 1, index 2, or when it's inserted there'll be an index 3, right? Alright, so if number, well, if it's in the first, so we're going to go loop through the array and compare it. If it's less than sorted I, right? So we're looping through the array. Sorted I is the first one, or, well, the first time through it's the first one, right? Oh wait, back it up. First we have to tell it to loop through the array, right? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, let for let I equal 0, I is less than sorted.length, I plus plus, just the standard loop through an array, right? Okay, So now this guy can go. Now we can compare. Alright, if the number is less than sorted I, meaning if the number we want to insert is less than the first number, well, it should go there, right? It should go in position. It's basically just return I. So let's see, where should this go? It should be 0, 1, 2. So that's doing the right thing. Let's see what kind of, if this passes any of the tests. Okay, passes some of the tests. Passes a bunch of the tests. What test is it not passing? Alright, when we're trying to put 30 into this, it should return 2. 0, 1, 2. So it should go here. So it should go before, if there's a duplicate, it should go before it. Okay, if there's a duplicate, it should go before it. So that's basically the same test that's not passing, just with a different set of numbers. 5 should return 2, because once you sort this, so it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So those are all basically the same test. That's not passing. This is different though. So this is, if it's, this should return 3, so it should be 0, 1, 2. So it's also not working if it's bigger than all the other ones. So let's do that one at a time. If it's equal to, it should, can I just say if it's less than or equal to, will that pass some more tests for us? Sure does. Okay, so that's that. Now we just gotta fix the, if it's bigger than. If that, return I. Now I don't want to do, I want to wait till it finishes looping through that. Right? So let's see, for what I mean is, if I say 70, what happens here? It doesn't insert it anywhere, okay? And that's okay. So we just want to, we wanted to insert it at the end, because if you try to insert it, if I say, you know, if I say here return I, else, it'll try to stick it in here somewhere. Right, and I'll show you what I mean. Else. Well, we're not trying to stick it in there. We're just trying to get the. Oh, okay. So we get else return. Again, my syntax is a little messed up here, right? So we want it to be the end one. It's going to be sorted dot length, right? What happens then? 0, 1, 2, 3. So that I think that works, doesn't it? And I don't really need this, because we're never going to reach that, right? Because either it's going to, we're getting both things, return this or return this. So we shouldn't need that extra. So let's see what happens here. Oops, it broke stuff. See, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was trying to say. Correct. So it's going through the very first one. It's on 20. We're saying, okay, so if it's not less than 20, return 3. But that's not really what we want. We want this to be outside of there. Well, okay, in that case it's still 3, but that's not the point. It should be over here. Yeah. Alright, do you see why that happened? I know I'm not explaining this one very well. Why did that work? Okay, it's the first time through. First of all, it's sorting it. So instead of just the bottom line is it doesn't go all the way through and test them all before it sticks it at the end when it's big, if you leave it inside the loop. If it's inside the loop, it'll compare the first one, and if it's not bigger than the first one, it'll just say, okay, give me the end. Give me the sorted dot length. We're just going to skip right to the end, which it may not be all the way at the end. It may be bigger than or less than or equal the second one. Just because it's not less than or equal to the first one doesn't mean we jump all the way to the end. We want to go through all of them first and then find if none of them work. Then finally, the loop is over, then return sorted dot length. That's why. Okay. Sorry, I don't think I was very clear tonight. It's late and I'm tired, but hopefully you made sense out of that one. Maybe I'll re-record that one when I'm not so tired a different night. Anyway, hope it still helps.